What's up, buddies, and welcome to Real Fun Times. I'm Snowy.
And I'm the doctor.
And today we have our very first movie of Shark Week month.
Oh my God. And boy, what a movie to start with, Snowy.
Yeah, indeed it is. It is,
a mouthful? That'll make sense later.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about this film. And the franchise itself.
I can't wait. We have a lot to dive into here.
We do. But first, how the hell are you?
Awesome, actually. Having a great week. Kind of crazy at work, but it's making it go fast.
Yeah, that's
I'm just
nice.
super busy and getting stuff done. And have a little outing coming up with my buddies.
Yes, you do.
The boys, the bros.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And then next week I have a thing for Father's Day, and the week after that is like another thing. It's just I feel
so many things.
Alive.
That's good. Good.
How about you?
I'm great. I feel like a really busy week. I went out of town on Tuesday, met a good friend of mine's mom, and his sister.
That was awesome.
That was really fun. Like, she was lovely.
Was it one of those experiences where the buddy, you get to see where they really come from, like a lot of their personality and quirks?
Yeah, it was funny before we got there. He was like, "You're going to find out why I'm so crazy."
I like that.
So yeah, and just working and have some stuff coming up and planned, and yeah, I'm doing really, really great. Like I feel like the best that I have felt mentally in a really long time.
In a minute. Yeah, it feels like there's some momentum. There's some excitement in the air. There's a crackle.
That's my back.
And my knees. We're old. Did you have any fun facts for me today?
I do, in fact.
Are they real fun?
They are real fun. Did you know that only 12 out of the 3...
No, I don't think.
12 out of the 3. It's a pretty interesting statistic, actually.
You're right. Now I'm fascinated.
12 out of
3
the 300 species of shark have actually attacked humans.
Wait, 12 out of 300?
Species of shark.
There's 300 different kinds of sharks.
Mm-hmm. Only 12 species are responsible for the attacks that have happened.
Rep.
They do. They truly do. I mean, I get why people are... I understand the advocacy for sharks and, and how they have been pegged, but it's so easy to peg them. It's so easy, unfortunately, to peg them as these,
Yeah, if they were just
human-eating predators.
They were just a little cuter. If I could squeeze a cheek, but they're all
like the teeth that we posted on social media the other day. Like
oh my God, the one with the tongue. Oh God,
Derp.
I died. Check it out at the Instagrams.
Yeah, real fun times.
You'll love it. What a fun fact.
Thank you.
I feel sad. One. Let's go save them, but not in any cages.
No,
anywhere where we have to be near them.
We are not going to do that.
I'll pick it. I'll raise money.
Yeah.
I'll put on a shark T-shirt.
A shark T-shirt would be nice.
Let's make a shark T-shirt.
That'd be fun.
Let's think about it. Throw us some ideas, you guys.
About like open shark mouths over the boobs.
Yes. One open, one closed.
Oh. Like a little wink wink.
Chomp chomp. You get it.
So stupid.
Oh man. So I guess we should go ahead into our live watch intro, Snowy.
I think we should. Tonight's film is The Last Sharknado. It's about time. Finn has to go back in time to rejoin his shark-battling friends to stop the first Sharknado and save humanity.
Wow.
This
short but sweet.
Yeah.
Short but sweet. I mean, it's so asinine. Do
Do
you remember that at the end of the last film, Dolph
Lundgren.
That guy is his kid.
Nala objected
She
strongly.
did not care for that
She was-
either. Me too. It's
Yes,
like,
I totally
what?
forgot. It's like he has such an accent. Where'd the accent come
He
from? Like,
does. And he has his little pendant, and he's
look
like,
at my
Dad.
dad.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's amazing. Shall we?
Press play. Yeah, I didn't say that name right.
No, and the dog was like, "You put some respect on that name."
Nala was all over
She was
it.
so upset.
And you were right
She's like,
to
"That
do
was
so.
He-Man, for Christ's sakes,
You were
Andrea."
right to do so. I was all about it back then. Dolph all over
Oh my
me.
god, you did. You.
I got Dolph in the mind.
That's a good little R&B jam.
Well, thank you. Oh man. So we should go right into previews because I bet you have a lot of stuff to share.
As I told you when we were texting earlier, I spent over 2 hours doing the previews and the cast talk.
That's
Yesterday.
some serious previews prep.
Yeah. And usually it takes me, I'd say, like around an hour. And
yeah,
then,
that's how long it takes. Wow, that's some significant.
yeah.
Would you look at there?
Would you look at that? But first, the preview song. The preview song. Preview. Preview. Preview, 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 preview song.
That was amazing. I was not even ready. Yes.
Thanks, buddy. All right, let's get into this. The Last Sharknado. It's about time. 2018, directed by Anthony C. Ferrante. He has done all of them.
Really? Well, that's good.
And he makes an appearance in all the movies. He actually was in the very first Sharknado. He was the first one to get killed by a shark.
Oh, fun. Yeah.
And in this one, I believe he's in that shitty 50s band that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beach band.
We'll get there. Got it.
Yes,
That was
we
so.
will.
Ugh.
Yes, we will.
All right. This one was written by a guy named Scotty Mullen, based on the characters created by Thunder Levine.
Okay.
Bet his parents named him that.
Thunder. The thunder.
So, all right, let's go into what this movie was rated by different establishments. IMDb, 3.5 out of 10.
Okay, that's fair.
Rotten Tomatoes, we had a 36% audience score, 27% on the tomato meter.
Yeah.
Metacritic, 22 Metascore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This movie starred Ian Ziering. He was Finn. Obviously, we all know him from 90210. I did not know that I did not know he was the voice of Harry Osborn in one of the Spider-Man animated series.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. He was in the 90210 reboot called BH 90210.
What?
Yeah, that came out, I think, in 2019. I don't think it went anywhere.
No,
I think that it was not well received.
Like
And he was also, I didn't know there was a show, Swamp Thing, that they redid in the past couple of years.
It did so poorly that they got canned after the first episode.
Okay, because I guess they had filmed
Yeah.
a season or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was in 7 of those.
I think someone else is picking it up, but I don't know if it's the same cast and the same deal, but just...
Did you watch the 90s Swamp Thing?
No, I don't believe I did.
Oh, I was super fucking into it.
What? Were you?
I was super into Swamp Thing.
I'm not into swamps. I feel real uneasy there.
I don't want to go to the swamp, but I really enjoyed the Swamp Thing.
Sure.
That was that like.
Now, did he have a heart of gold? Was he?
Oh
like
yeah.
Like a lost puppy you just wanted to take home and take care of, but
kind
not in a
of.
weird
And I think
way?
there was like a blonde chick that he was like, and she's like, "You're swampy." Like,
what was that? The Beast, Beauty and the Beast. Remember that one from like the 80s?
Oh hell yeah, Linda Hamilton.
That shit was tight.
And what's his face? That played Hellboy. Ron Perlman. Well played. Yep. But Ian Ziering has also kind of made a career out of being in real shitty movies.
I think so. He's embraced it.
Let me tell you some of these titles.
Please.
Tyrannosaurus Azteca.
Wow. Problematic.
Lava Storm.
Mm-hmm.
The Legend of Awesomest Maximus, which made me
Is that
real
a
upset.
porno?
My goodness.
Because I'm naming my next one that.
Guess who's Awesomest Maximus? Zombie Tidal Wave.
Wow.
And one movie that we've already seen here on the podcast, La Balantula.
Yes.
He made a little...
Of course, that little cameo. He had that rad fucking t-shirt with the fucking...
chainsaws. Yes.
I loved it.
That was a cool t-shirt. We had Tara Reid playing April.
Boy, did we have a lot of Tara Reid.
She...
Back with a vengeance.
I kind of forgot how popular and famous she was in the late 90s, early 2000s.
She had her moment. She
She
had her
really
15
did.
minutes for sure.
And I feel like we kind of shit on her a bunch.
We did. We did.
But I kind of one of the things when I was like doing research, I had forgotten she had a botched boob job.
Did she?
She did.
Oh, that sucks.
And then there was something that happened to her stomach with it, or another, I don't know if it was another kind of plastic surgery, but the pictures got out and leaked.
Aww.
And literally it was like after that is when her career sort of, and I felt really fucking bad.
Sure, that's a bummer.
I mean, bless her heart, she's not a great actress.
No.
She's not, no.
She was very beautiful back then. That was probably the bigger draw.
Yeah. But I think, I don't know, I was kind of like, oh,
Feel a
sorry,
little
girl.
bad in
I'm
retrospect.
yeah.
RB, Tara
Yeah.
Reid, RB.
She has been in the American Pie franchise, which, by the way, did you know?
Oh, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck was she even in? Yes.
Yes. Oh, I'm about to
And
tell
she
you,
was
girl.
all right in that.
Yes. Did you know there was a movie that came out, I guess, a few years ago called American Christmas? I think she was the only one in there.
You mean it's still an extension of the
I
American
don't,
Pie?
Okay, I did not. There was nobody that I could tell except for her and the two guys that were on the front cover with her. I mean, like older, like not like
weird. I'm out.
trash. Yeah, but it was the same logo and that same white with the red and the
Yeah.
stamp and. I have zero desire to watch. I mean,
No,
that wouldn't even be something I would
way
throw.
too many for me to be interested in. I think I watched 1, 2, and then the final one where the original cast was involved.
Yeah, I
and
watched the first
they had
3.
come
It was
back.
the reunion.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's the word.
Where they all come back to see each other
What's
after.
that thing?
She was in The Big Lebowski, which is a fantastic movie.
I don't remember. No.
Urban Legend, which I freaking love.
A good little horror film.
That's
It's
real fun.
It's fun.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Did not see that. No interest.
And then some other movies that she's been in that don't sound so great, but I'm kind of interested in. Something called Vipers, The Hungover Games. I'm not.
Tell me about it. Wink, wink.
Mummy Dearest came out in the past like year, and Mummy is spelled like MUMMY, like
oh boy.
like
Yeah.
And a movie that I have wanted to put into the sombrero, Trailer Park Sharks.
Wow. Trailer Park Sharks?
Oh yeah. We had Cassandra Serbo as Nova.
Oh, Nova. Nova at the end when she's in the future scared the shit out of me. Hey, Finn.
Like somebody had a little bit too much nose candy before
Ooh,
that
boy.
shoot. Yeah.
Ooh, all sorts of candy. She was on all the candy.
I spread too many rumors about Hollywood in this fucking podcast.
You know we're gonna get sued.
Did you know they were high as fuck? I'd never done drugs. I just
You heard it here first,
it's a
folks.
speculation, guys. All right, it's
Real fun
strictly a
times.
speculation.
Take it as the law.
Why did I see us in like old West clothes, like sheriffs, like doo 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 doo?
That's real twisted.
She has been in such films as Truth or Dare, Agoraphobia, My Life as a Dead Girl, and
Ooh.
Bearing Sea Beast.
Interesting.
Yeah. A lot of people in this movie, I'm like, oh, and check that shit
I
out.
kind of want to see some of these. Because they're going to be terrible.
It's gonna be awful. We had Judah Friedlander. We all know him as Frank Rossitano from 30 Rock. I was a huge 30 Rock fan.
Huge.
Yeah. And with Vivica A. Fox as Sky. Now,
Sure did.
I was only going to really talk about a few of her movies.
She's got an amazing career.
She does. Such as Independence Day, Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2. She was in the Batman and Robin movie, which I had forgotten.
Really?
She was in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
She had a few episode arc there. Booty Call, Set It Off. Something called Aquarium of the Dead, which I kind of want to check out.
That does sound interesting.
But then I couldn't help but notice there was a series of movies that she was in called The Wrong Insert Word Here. Let me just, apparently it's a Lifetime thing that started. Drea, these are just a sampling of some of the Wrong series. The Wrong Mr. Right, The Wrong Prince Charming, The Wrong Valentine.
I see what's happening now. I was confused at first.
The Wrong Real Estate Agent. The Wrong
Bro?
Cheerleader Coach. The Wrong House Sitter. The Wrong Stepfather. The Wrong Stepmother. The Wrong Teacher. The Wrong Friend. The Wrong Cruise. And The Wrong Man.
Cruise like on a boat?
Uh-huh. And that's not even all of them.
Not like Terry Crews?
No.
He's like peck dancing?
He's never wrong.
No, he's
Terry
the
Crews, I
best.
adore Terry
Crews.
Crews.
Fucking
It's like one of the
legit.
only people I think I would meet and get super starstruck over.
Oh, yeah.
I adore him. I think he's so sweet.
No, I'm going to be starstruck over everybody. I melt apart and I don't know what to do at all.
You're famous. Ah! But she never plays the same character. That's the thing. I was like, oh, maybe it's like I think we had found out with Leah
like
Thompson.
a Tyler Perry, you know.
Like she's
Medea does this now.
Right. Medea does Halloween. Medea does Christmas. Medea does somebody else in her family getting divorced.
Medea did a funeral, but
Yeah.
not hers. We need to go on a little deep dive there, I think.
It looks. I was cackling at all these names, and I wasn't going to write them down, but there were so many. I was like scribbling furiously. And I'm going to end the cast talk there because I've got another page and a half of names of people in this movie.
Yes. And you're going to hit them as they come.
Yes.
No, I like that. Now, I wanted to interject a little something into the previews, if I may.
Please do.
I thought it would be fun to go ahead and say all the Sharknados in their entirety, their titles, because I love the names of these movies. I think they're fucking hilarious and brilliant. And then just a quick little rating on what I thought about these, because I recently saw them all.
You did. You binged them, yeah.
Yeah, so they're still a little fresh. So we start with Sharknado. Then we have Sharknado 2, the second one, which is hilarious. Sharknado 3, oh hell no. Sharknado 4, The Fourth Awakens. Sharknado 5, Global Swarming. And Sharknado 6, The Last Sharknado, It's About Time. Which is such a good fucking title. Their titles and their opening little animated
Credits,
sequences are awesome. I mean, these guys are having fun with this shit, and it's making me have fun with this shit. So the quick ranking, starting from first to sixth, we have Sharknado's good, Sharknado 2, the best, my favorite, Sharknado 3, the worst.
Which I disagree with.
Oh, yeah? You like that one?
I thought that was the Universal Studios Washington, D.C. one, right?
I think so.
And I had a ton of fun with that movie.
Okay, fair enough. Sharknado 4, bad. Sharknado 5, very bad. Sharknado 6, back to good.
Brought it all together there at the end.
Yes, it did. They did a good little job. By the way, have you seen Dairy Girls? on
No,
Netflix?
but I've seen previews and I feel like I would like that.
High recommend.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic. I'm forcing you to watch it after this.
Well, I really enjoy British humor.
Me too.
I
You're
love
gonna
British humor.
fucking love this.
Okay.
Can't wait. Can't wait to share it with you.
I can't wait.
But first, we gotta dive deep.
47 meters down, you say?
Not yet. So let's go.
More meters. Sorry, I gotta stop.
Even more meters. That's how it felt in that movie.
It did.
Especially when they fell that second time. Like, guys, this is somebody
Most
shoot me in
disappointing
the
shit,
head
yeah.
with something that goes in the water, some sort of water bullet.
Water bullet.
I need to die. And on that happy note, let's do it. And we're calling this one, is this Velocipaster? We open up in prehistoric times with a vehicle exploded out of a rock. I don't know why. And there's going to be a lot of I don't know why.
There's a lot. That is the number one question during this film.
And I didn't, in the rewatch, spend a lot of time trying to figure it out.
No, making
because
sense
there's
was
no
not
point.
important to them during
In fact,
this movie.
when I started doing my research, I was like, okay, let's get real familiar with what these sequels are about because I'm sure it all ties together. And in a fun, loose, thready way, there is some of that, but it's not important to see
It has the same cast.
the others or know what the others are about in
Right.
any way. So then there's a dumb message from his dumb kid, Gil, who I guess is a time traveler, and I don't understand how he does it. It's got something to do with the wings and a certain amount of power and all the sharknados. Who the fuck knows? And he's basically telling his dad, you got to destroy the first sharknado to make it all go away. That's the mission. And so Gil fucking rides a wave or something into the sharknado, goes away.
Shark Cat.
And we start seeing a bunch of people we know.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Nova with a weird bird face and her weird blades. The guy.
Judah Friedlander.
That guy with a weird Bam Bam bat that was overly large.
The Flintstone thing. And like he starts off with the whole yabba dabba doo. Like
it was a bad joke.
Yeah.
It didn't land. And they kept going with it. They kept pushing it.
Yes. They were like, you're gonna get in on this joke. And it's like, we're not.
And fucking one of the Tara Reids, the good one, I guess. And they were like, yeah, we've been chilling.
Fucking Khaleesi now, apparently.
Because she's raiding the pterodactyl who bats balls of flame from
meteors,
from
meteorites.
The volcanic eruption. Oh, was it a meteor?
Or I don't. Who knows?
Balls of fire.
It could have been lavalantulas. We don't even know.
But that pterodactyl was great at fucking shooting them around with her tail. It didn't hurt her at all.
Mm-mm.
I'm assuming it's a her.
Her name was Tara, so.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm assuming it. It's all coming together. They tell him, yeah, Gil saved all their lives because they've all supposedly died in the other movies. He came back and saved us right before we died and
it goes
brought
to
us
that
here
clip of like all them dying and they just disappear. They had disappeared.
in this purple mist.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought us here. And the thing that cracks me up is like for a year waiting for you, Finn, to get here so we could go destroy the first Sharknado and reverse everything. Gil, you fucking dumbass. A year in prehistoric times? I'm pretty sure the guy with the hat was like, yeah, dinosaurs pooped me out all the time because they couldn't digest me.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Why did you just bring them in right before Finn arrived? You idiot.
You guys got this, right? You guys can handle this?
Gil, Jill, what's his name?
Gil.
I hate him. I hate everything about him.
That's a dumb name.
I'm throwing down the gauntlet, you guys. And then some ridiculous fighting with dinosaurs takes place.
Control that beautiful bean footage.
In the beginning.
Really? That is the shittiest looking dinosaur I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty bad.
It's almost as bad as Velocipaster.
Yes.
It's that.
That just burst out of the rock,
Yep,
right?
Sure did.
It's the Emperor, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not Dolph, though. That
Doesn't
voice?
seem like it.
They dubbed Dolph over?
That's fucking
For
rude.
shame.
Ridiculous.
I would not be cold chilling outside of that truck.
No, but he's looking for, I think, April's body in the bag or whatever.
Oh, right.
Gotta go find that fucking whatever that was. Kind of a velociraptor. Kind of. I think I'd be terrified going backwards in a truck like that. Like, wouldn't that animal be trying?
Is it so bad?
Are they?
They're gonna go off a cliff.
Like,
I knew it. That's straight out of fucking Jurassic World 2.
Or was that straight out of Sharknado 6?
Oof, good question now. But this one just came out, right?
2018.
You're right.
So I don't know when.
Jurassic World, for shame.
It's so big. That's what she said. Ooh.
Is that a megalodon?
I don't know.
Don't move, bro. Don't you know the rules?
Wouldn't he just eat him?
Yeah.
Just look at his little tiny arms. They're so hilarious.
What the fuck is that thing gonna do?
Is that a wrench? Is it a big wrench on a stick?
He just jumped on its head.
What?
What is that? Oh my god, he surfed on the tail!
Is it that bitch?
Yeah, it's not the wife because she's got 2 arms.
No, it's what's her face?
Nova or
I know. Oh my god.
the music.
Glad she could still get her eyelashes done.
Wait a minute. What?
It's that dude.
His outfit is fantastic. I don't know why they put human hair on their jackets.
Back to the Future reference, okay.
Mm-hmm. This soundtrack is killing me.
Oh shit! It's her. She's loving it.
She's loving life.
Is it?
Her head's in the thing. Oh, she trained
gentle,
them.
so
Trained
gentle.
them.
I feel like she would have been more shocked to see him. It was like, I haven't seen you like in a year, like a couple weeks, like. So Jurassic World 2 came out the exact same year as this. So it's like, and obviously, okay.
Someone somewhere either got someone's script. It can't be the other way around.
So here's the thing. I feel like Jurassic World, like that took a minute to film and produce, right?
Sure.
I don't.
I'm following
I can't
you. I'm following
say
you.
that I don't know how long it took to do this movie, but the very first Sharknado was filmed in 18 days.
Oh yes, I would say most of these have followed suit.
So if I were a betting woman, I just have.
Yeah. Oh, Sharknado.
Yeah. The great big megalodon jumping onto the cliff like he's fucking at SeaWorld
and
performing.
Then it's just like pissed off that he's.
There's a T-Rex. I should eat him. Is there a T-Rex up there? I'm gonna go eat his ass. Like, that's a whole different movie.
Yeah. It borrowed heavily. I don't know how or where. I just can't imagine that they both had the same exact idea. It just doesn't sound right.
Right. Finn's in prehistoric times. He has been reunited with his homies.
I'm going to say Tara Reid's having the time of her life in this movie.
I've
never seen her happier. Now, her eyebrows were super jacked up. I did take note of that. But so many smiles, so many grins, so many roles.
She was all over this movie. And actually, do you know who was first offered the role of Finn?
No idea.
Our boy, Steve Gutenberg.
Gutenberg?
And he turned it down.
So then when Lavalantula came around, he was like, I gotta scoop this up.
I gotta do it.
Well, I think Ian's the right guy for this.
For this, I 100% agree.
Is I feel that Gutenberg was the right guy for Lavalantula.
Yeah.
They were properly cast.
Yes.
I don't know that they would have gone to 6 with Steve in this. I think it would have been a 1 and done.
Yeah.
This just had the right combination of crazy and weird and what the hell for it to like strike. I don't think they were expecting this.
Oh, absolutely
but
not.
After the first one got pretty good viewings, I would imagine. Now, I wouldn't say reviews or ratings, but after it kind of got a little bit of praise, they were like, and that's how my ratings came out for that second one. I really thought they had so much fun. It was like the best of the cameos, and the story still was kind of fun and made sense. I think after that, it just, not that it made sense to begin with. It's all crazy.
No, it's all ridiculous. Yeah. Now, the reason the first two did really caught the fire the way they did was because of Twitter. Because the movie debuted and people started tweeting about it. Gotcha. Now, fuck Twitter. Twitter, I hate. I will never use. No, we don't use that. I will never use Twitter. But it was, people were just left and right, just really social media. It did. When the first movie came out, people were doing about 5,000 tweets about the movie a minute.
Wow, that seems like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. Like, 5,000 tweets.
Good with numbers.
5,000 tweets, period. I'd be like, goodness. I am viral.
I got a virus.
What did Moira Rose say? We should take an antibiotic because I believe we've gone viral. Yeah.
Oh, Moira Rose, I love
you. They end up flying the pterodactyl into this fucking Sharknado, and they're like, is this the first Sharknado? And then there's this the volcano.
Did you catch how they were time traveling? What's happening? Like, I think
there's purple.
Does it with his hat?
There's purple, and then they time travel.
They kept focusing on the wings,
which occasionally would be
had some sort of,
I think was from Hasselhoff initially, because Hasselhoff was the dad,
right? When they all the weird different variations of Sharknados happen, and it was like something about being able to portal
something. I don't know.
Why are we trying to make sense of it?
Yeah, it's futile.
What are we doing? I'll tell you what we're doing. We're moving on to our next clip, and we call that one "A Shark in King Arthur's Court." Mm-hmm. Well done. That's a Snowy original, and I love it. After our prehistoric journey, the gang reunites, and they're traveling through time. Mm-hmm. And we meet some very amazing, colorful characters. And then some characters, I was flabbergasted through this point because of this one actress.
Yes. You were. It was really funny. There's a costume change. We meet Merlin. We meet Morgana.
Now, who was Merlin?
That's Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I was shocked by him doing this cameo. I liked it. Blew me away that he was in here. Who else was there? The chick from Star Trek.
And then there was Morgana.
That's right.
Which I'll get to.
And she's not great. She's an evil witch. So she eventually makes the Sharknado that arrives. She magics them into being dragon sharks. So they're fire breathing. Mm-hmm. And then she's like pieces out like
with her bye.
That was rough.
I wanted to stab myself in the eyeball.
It was hilarious, but like too much.
Yeah.
That's right. After the costume change, Finn goes and pulls out Excalibur from the stone. And what is Excalibur? It's not only a sword.
It's a chainsaw.
It's a chainsaw. And Finn's great about doing these like superhero poses. They put him in those a lot, where he's just kind of like standing and like he's always like holding something, and like, so he holds up the Excalibur chainsaw. The words that are coming out of my mouth right now.
It's a hodgepodge of things, and none of them make sense together.
It creates a
You
bunch
sound like you're having a stroke.
And I look like it. So he's holding it up, lightning happens, and it dissipates the fucking Sharknado without anything happening. Which really annoyed me. And that annoyance gets exasperated later when we find out someone has superpowers that hasn't said anything this whole time. Because what do we do find out here is that Shark Finn's hanging out with a satchel, and what's in the satchel?
Tara Reid's head. It's April's head when she was the robot from
when her father. Okay, so at some point early on, she gets her arm taken off, and then she gets her stomach bitten into, I think, or ripped in half. Something happens, so David Hasselhoff makes her into a robot. And there's just so much.
and again, trying to put it all together, you just sound ridiculous. Like somebody, I feel like if you tried to explain this to someone who had never heard of Sharknado, they would immediately put you in a mental institution.
When the people of the future listen to our podcast, they've rummaged through our digital files and they're like, "Oh, we found a historical
Are we gonna be like Bill and Ted? Are we
document.
gonna bring the world together?"
Yeah, we found a historical document, almost like what was that awesome movie? Galaxy Quest. The historical document. They're gonna not know we were talking about a movie right now, and they're gonna think we were on crazy pills and or much more intoxicated than we are now.
Our podcast in the future is going to be the dare to keep your kids off drugs. Like the warning.
Oh, that tickled me. Well, let's check this out.
Let's.
Why is she the only one dressed up in like?
No, old girl is too. The brunette.
Was she? I can't believe she's in this. That's crazy. She must be a fan.
Where did he get that from?
You got it. We all got there together.
But they clearly don't understand how time travel works.
Independently of them.
Oh, potentially. Oh, no. Gone.
Magic and a potion? Wow.
Goodness.
Oh, God, is Finn gonna take out Excalibur?
I'm quite sure he is.
No. What?
A she-emergency?
She made them fire breathing.
Is that supposed to... Shark kebab. No. Really?
It's too much. Me neither, girl. I'm really sad for whatever happened to your career.
Yeah.
Well, I'll use that sword.
Yeah. And you'd be able to pull it, Holmes.
Wow.
And it looks like a fucking chainsaw.
That's all I needed to do? It destroyed the Sharknado?
I guess.
Well, it should be a lot easier to deal with on the ground. You fucking did that, though.
Yeah, that's on you, bruh.
He's got his little shield and everything's fine. She got a double booking on this film.
Yeah. She got paid extra.
What? Exactly.
Yeah.
That guy's like,
am I saying what I think I'm saying?
Fuck?
But they're going to be contemplating.
Oh, blimey! Who was that actress that I couldn't get out of my brain?
So her name was Marina Sirtis. She was all over Star Trek.
Right?
Like, she was in multiple Star Treks. Like, she was all over that.
I remember her most vividly from Next Gen. I want to say her name was Troy. She was like a empath, and she was with Riker for a while. They broke up, got back together, but ended up together. I love that actress, and I think I don't know anything about her career, so this may not be out of character, but I was shocked.
Well, I feel like when you go from something like Star Trek to...
I wondered, was she a fan? Was she and Neil deGrasse Tyson really good buddies? And they were like, let's do the Sharknado together.
This is gonna be hilarious.
How did she get roped into this?
I don't know how she did, but apparently Neil deGrasse Tyson has made the comment, if they call, I'm going to answer.
Okay. He's a
Um,
do anything kind of guy.
kind of, and his whole thing, I was there was some interview with I don't know who these people were, but they were real kind of shitty about it, and they were like, "Ugh, you were in Sharknado, like, why would you do that?" And he was like, "That's really snotty of you."
Oh, good for you.
And
Call
then
them right out.
he was like, "If I can go and talk about science anywhere."
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, and but then there was this whole big thing about, like, the people that drink the Chardonnay and the Merlot, or whatever it was, like, whatever kind of wine, like, maybe they know about the science, but the beer drinkers don't, so I'm gonna talk to the beer drinkers, and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, Neil."
Okay, Neil.
Morgana was
She was something else.
yes,
She
she
gave
was.
it her all, and I hated it.
I did too. That is the drag queen, Alaska Thunderfuck.
I'm sorry. That's her name?
Mhm.
Thunderfuck?
That's what she calls herself.
Thunderfuck. That's I might like her more.
And I guess she was on RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't watch
The
that.
balls it takes to call yourself Thunderfuck. I wish I could. I wish I was a Thunderfuck. Cool. Has she been in other stuff? Just the RuPaul stuff?
There all kinds of like
TV.
drag this, drag that, but nothing. I mean,
Well, good for her.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
thought
like-
she did fine. She's not a professional actress, so good for her.
no, but and the lines they gave her were
Rough.
atrocious.
Rough,
They were
for
real
sure.
rough.
She did her best with what she was
She
given.
definitely did. Like I thought,
And in her defense, some of these professionals didn't do much better. So I mean,
yeah,
no
she was
shame in
holding
no
holding
shame
her
in
ground for
game.
sure. Yeah.
That should take us to our next one. Now we're calling this one historical accuracy. And Snowy, do you have any info on this one?
Well, they vanquished the Sharknado at King Arthur's court.
Right.
And
they
then
zip, zip, zip out of there.
Yep. Taken to the Revolutionary War.
That's right. Paul
Revere.
Revere. Right? We open up with him.
Yes, we do.
There were a cute couple of things in this this little scene. I really liked Ben Stein.
Yes.
I thought he was great. All the Hamilton jokes are kind of funny. And I will say I'm a kind of person that loves a period piece, and I love time travel stuff. No matter if it's really awesome or pretty janky. Like I watch a lot of these terrible CW superhero shows, and one of them's called Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay.
And it's bad. Like this level. But they go all throughout history fucking shit up and fixing it. And I love it. So I love these kind of things.
So in this one we had Leslie Jordan, we had Daryl Hammond doing George Washington. So it was Daryl Hammond from SNL fame doing his Bill Clinton as George Washington.
Yes. Genius.
So funny. So fucking funny.
That's pretty good.
I love him.
Yeah, he's awesome. What's your problem? I'm gonna fucking say hi to my grandpa.
Wait, is he supposed to be Washington?
Or is he Benjamin Franklin? Because he's got a kite.
I don't think that lines up. I just don't
Yeah, those timelines don't work.
I don't really think that's that important in the Sharknado franchise.
I don't know. Let's pause it and really break it apart.
It's fucking
From SNL.
yeah.
As fucking
Bill Clinton.
That's brilliant. No.
It's Ben Stein.
Ben Stein. That's pretty good. That might be my favorite gag. Wow, okay. That was easy enough.
Yeah.
Oosh. Oof.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, hey. Good thing she knows how to do that.
I don't.
Locked and loaded. Did you see the fireworks?
America. don't know if the song's copyrighted or not. When did she have time to write that shit? The Sharknado.
He said that out loud. Remember? That was, I think, 5. Where she had all those, like, Charlie's Angels squad of, like, super hot ladies that took out Sharknado or sharks. The people in the past are not at all freaked out by these Sharknados.
No,
They're
like,
very calm about
oh,
this.
look what's happening.
It's another Sharknado.
Yeah, it's a crane. It's fine.
Yeah, fuck you, Finn. Why are you the time
Well,
cop?
he's trying to not, like, change the past.
You can't use that argument. Everything that's happened is
already
changing the
happened.
past.
But if you look at, if it's going by, like, how it would actually, time travel would actually be, the past is like the past, but it's like the future you're changing. It's like, I can't. The future becomes the past, or like whatever, like. I feel that.
Heard. Quote of the movie. I run and I just get tired.
Relatable.
Oh, there's so much fun stuff to talk about right now. First of all, Team Nova or Team Finn on this, how are we going to affect the past, future, whatever debate that they're going through in the entire movie?
I get where both of them are coming from. Because he's like, let's not, we can't change shit. However, he has been changing shit left and right.
Hence the question, Team Nova or Team Finn?
I guess Team Nova. Her and her cheap ass boots.
I'm way Team Nova. She's like, look, Finn.
You can't tell me how to live my life.
And yeah, Finn, fucking when it comes to you, it's like bend all the rules, get all the Sharknados.
Right.
But I want to save my great. And that is a problem. I can't leave this little note.
Right.
Your explanation of time travel, I'm so glad this is recorded for all time.
I feel like I've got a better explanation than what I gave.
You were so passionate about your stance.
The past is the past.
No.
The future is the future.
The best thing you said was, if it were like time travel actually is. And that's when, as this was happening live, you guys, I was doing everything in my power not to burst out cackling because I knew I wanted it to be clear, all the words she was saying. I was like, save it, keep it precious. Oh, that was magnifique.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was... So I want to do a little real fun fact here.
Okay.
So at the very beginning of this scene, this whole Revolutionary War scene, we see a couple British guys on a boat, and they're like, oh, it's a Sharknado, and we hear the Offspring song come out and play.
Love that song.
Great song. The reason that song was being played is because the two British guys were Dexter and Noodles from the Offspring. That's the lead singer.
The Offspring?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, you've blown my mind.
Yeah.
Sharknado!
We're like, why is there one good song in this movie?
I love the song, but why?
Because the second we heard it, we were like, no. Like, we were super excited. We're like, okay, pump it up.
Right back to high school.
Yeah, oh my God, right?
And that's going to take us to our next one. We're calling this one A Chocolate Blast from the Past. After the colonial times, we go into a Western. And this was a fun one. I enjoyed this.
We go from Revolutionary War
right into a
Wild West showdown.
Yeah. We got Billy the Kid and
the town sheriff.
Sassy, like a good looking, like, I love the sheriff's wardrobe.
Played by Dee Snider of Twisted Sister.
Who I didn't know, but kind of knew. But once you connected those dots, it totally made sense. But man, do I love a Western. I love everything about a fucking
You
Western.
do. You love the shit out of Westerns.
Love it. That's why this bit for me was like, yeah. Although they did something at the end where I was like,
Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah. So who comes back in the Wild West that we had been missing?
Sky, aka Vivica Fox, in all her glory.
Vivica. She is, in fact, the chocolate blast from the past.
Her words, not ours. Her words.
We didn't.
We didn't say it,
but we love it.
we were super excited about it.
100% support it. Yeah, because of the things, the little wings. That's how we were supposed to know. Well, why wouldn't he recognize his dad? That's what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Little red.
That guy was a Civil War, or not Civil War, but a soldier for Washington in the last scene.
Good eye. I hate the pointy parts of the sack. Make you look so goofy.
Oh, what? She holds it real dumb. Like she's gonna cut herself.
Here they come. That's a lot of saying.
Wait, you just a chocolate blast.
I love that. Ooh, that's a badass jacket that he's wearing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
he's
that
got
gun.
great teeth. Yeah, he's got a good gun. Ooh, he just got sharknadoed.
That stupid fucking ass.
He's
like,
He's so bad.
and this green screen situation right now is dumb. Where was that bitch before? Why couldn't she do that like every time when they're like struggling?
Every sharknado. Oh, that's Billy the Kid? No. Billy the Kid's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Wow. Oh, wow!
That fucking short's like, I don't want to be up here.
It's so high up. Guys!
Do you be able to get me down?
Could you pull some water together below me?
Wow.
I feel like we could make this movie in this living room.
100%. Strap some little fins on the cat. Like.
Yes. Runs in the family, but you don't know how to fucking do that shit.
Okay. But before nothing had... They just had to like, go into like the end of the storm. Why is it not fast enough now? Like, this is some Back to the Future shit.
I think...
Trying to be 3.
Yeah,
the worst one. Nobody cares about that one.
I think they're saying because the vortex is almost dissipated that they're going to need extra help. I think that's what they're saying. No, they're not saying that. They're exactly ripping off the third Back to the Future. Wow.
I love
these
that.
people trying to be from like...
God. Oh, it's Gilbert Gottfried.
60s?
Yeah.
50s?
That moment like made me feel embarrassed to watch it, though. I was very uncomfortable.
Because they were bad at it.
Yeah. That
Real
was that hand shaking.
Look at that
Like they were in the
one girl.
Hey Ya video. Like,
Holy shit.
it's
What's her fucking
Tori
name?
Spelling, Donna
Tori
Summer.
fucking Spelling. Not
Like,
again.
not another one.
Yeah.
Like, you guys should be used to it at this point. Like,
They should be super surprised. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the proper reaction to a Sharknado.
Wait, he's way older there than when he was Dolph, right?
Yeah, I don't. He's excited about it. He was like,
It's like that meme. Whoa. That's the first
chick looked
actual
like she
shark
had,
attack. That was a weird outfit.
Well, it looked like she like had a dump in her.
Or like underwear beneath
The
her
diaper
swimming
on.
suit. Yeah. Oh God.
Both y'all do not need to help that guy.
I know.
Just help him up. That's her actual husband in real life.
I love that guy's little swim trunks. Wow.
Like,
He
are we
killed that
supposed
one
to-
with his fucking electric guitar. Her eyebrows are jacked.
They're real bad.
I'm not one that usually notices that kind of thing, but Christ. I like her hair like that.
It's cute. The capacitor, as in flux. How dare you?
That's where we're going to. Oh no!
Okay,
I've heard that before.
Pull out Tara Reid's head again and put it in the direction of the shark. Like,
that's all you ever need.
that's
kind of cute. They dated, right? No, she dated
No.
Brian Austin Green.
Yeah.
Oh, those are his parents. I love that cute little trailer.
yeah.
Super old schooly.
Okay,
Whoa.
that was a really long clip. Lots to talk about.
So much good stuff.
There
We're
was-
talking. I got to go back to the Western real
No,
quick.
100%. That's
that
all.
where
Yeah,
we're going?
yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's
You
where we're
go,
starting.
you go.
Okay. All right. So that clip had Dee Snider, like I said, of Twisted Sister fame. You've never seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
Mm-mm.
but Twisted Sister is actually in Pee-wee's Big Adventure doing a
Really?
video, and it's a song called "Burn in Hell," and it's
Awesome.
fucking dope as shit. And it's like, see no evil gonna burn in hell. Like, it's such a good song. It's such a fun song,
Awesome.
and it's all I can think of when I see Dee Snider, and I love it so much. There was Jonathan Bennett who played Billy the Kid, and he was the hot guy from Mean Girls, and now he actually hosts like Cupcake Wars or some shit on Food Network.
Great for him because he sucked in this.
It was not
Billy the
fun.
Kid.
Yeah, it was
You
bad.
don't shit on Billy like this.
Yeah.
He's rad. This guy was annoying, and I'm
Yeah.
so glad he got it immediately.
Really glad that shark took his arm straight off.
His shooting arm.
Yeah, it was that. I did not enjoy that at all. The person that gets shot and killed during like this scene is James Murray, and he's on that show Impractical Jokers.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in there.
I thought I
Yeah.
recognized the face,
Yeah,
but I
he-
had
he-
no
I
recollection
guess
from
his
where.
character was called Eastwood, but I mean,
Okay.
but yeah, that whole, and then the green screen at the end of that,
Real bad when they were
it was
jumping into the train.
terrible. It was awful. So the blatant Back to the Future 3 ripoff.
Really
Which,
badly.
Of all the ones to rip off, why are you going to rip off the third one? That one sucked.
It wasn't fun.
Like, we don't even talk about that one.
It wasn't fun.
It's like he who must not be named.
That's
like,
right.
Seriously.
Don't do it.
We don't say Doc Brown.
Well fucking played.
Yeah, that was not enjoyable. But they scoot from the Wild Wild West. We go straight into like this like 1950s beach scene with this
surf movie type vibe.
embarrassment of a fucking song.
And group, like crowd.
Gross.
The whole thing just was sloppy, bad. I didn't enjoy it.
And I don't remember if you heard it. Probably when we were like Michael, that old school goal, who did our song for this. We were like, Michael could have done a better job. He like should out a better job.
In like an afternoon, you
Yeah,
said.
yeah. It's like we could have been like, because he literally like when we talked about like doing the intro for this, he was like, okay, and then he had it to me in like 48 hours, or I mean something like ridiculously fast.
He sent one version, and we're like, that's great. Gave him some notes on some things we like, some things we would love. And he was like, got it.
And then he gave us the masterpiece that is our opening credit right now. And
I'm listening to it right now in my head.
They missed the mark
I would say
entirely.
Of all our period pieces, this is the weakest.
This is my least favorite for sure.
Yeah. Now, I appreciated the little nod to their 90210.
Right, with Tori Spelling and her husband, Dean McDermott. Did you ever watch the show? And I don't know if if they're going to reboot it or they're going to do another season or not. I think there are 3 seasons called Slasher. It was on Netflix.
Slasher.
And it was an ensemble cast. And every season, it was pretty much the same people, totally different like horror story.
So it's a nod to slasher movies?
Super brutal. It was so brutal.
Really?
Not the best acted, but like
Fun.
good enough. It was so much fun.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I'll have to
love
check
the
that
slasher,
out.
but he is in that series.
Okay.
And it's, but you know, Hasselhoff, and I understand Hasselhoff is what in his like late 60s, early
He's
70s,
up there.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
and still looks great, still looks
Yeah.
awesome. You know, can't play a man in his
He can't
however
run in
old
the
he
beach
was.
anymore.
No. Yeah, like just Troy Spelling, you know, she's married to him in real life, so that was kind of fun that they did that. But it was just kind of I felt like it was very last minute thrown in, as opposed
Yeah.
to, I feel like they could have done it a little bit better. They could have done a lot of things better.
Sure.
But it was, I feel like it was a little sloppier than I would have
Felt
liked for it to
forced.
be. Yes.
Yeah.
And then,
But supposedly that's Finn's parents.
yes.
Which they've done this thing throughout each period where you see an old Finn or an old Shepherd or an old whatever Nova's last
Yeah.
name is or an old whatever Tara Reid's name is.
And
I liked that gag okay, but sometimes it fell flat like here.
it 100% did. Gilbert Gottfried was in this bit.
It's pretty fun stuff.
Okay.
He's still in his older age, is, you know, having a good time, being funny, being silly, being goofy, and I
Yeah.
respect that. Good for him.
For sure. I hope I can do that.
I don't think I will, but
I think that you
one
will.
can only hope. So that's going to take us to our next one, which we're calling 9021 Eye Roll. Sorry, guys. I couldn't help
I love
myself. Nova throughout this whole thing has been kind of fighting with Finn about wanting to resolve her weird family deaths. She really, the one she's most worried about is her grandpa. She was super close with her grandpa. Apparently he had some terrible shark death.
He was eaten by a shark in front of her as a kid.
And that's why she hates sharks, and that's what made her make that crazy shark cult,
lady
cult. Killers. Yeah. But so
Sisterhood of the Traveling Shark Pants. I don't.
We go from the 60s, we go into the time right on the boat where it's little Nova and her grandpa.
And she tells them, like, they think, because they get a flux capacitor. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. And they take Finn's dad's car.
I guess their other
sweet-ass car.
Their other mode of traveling through time has gone bad. Their little wings or their little purple smoke. That's why they got the capacitor from, I don't know
why the dad had it or why he had that big laser on the beach.
That's right, the laser. Mm-hmm.
But she, instead of taking them back to present day, which that's where they thought they were going, they realized they're in 97 or something.
So that's how that happened.
Yes.
See, I didn't even realize that Nova had orchestrated this whole thing.
She's
just been so into saving her grandpa.
We see a little kid Nova, a little baby Nova.
Baby Nova was adorable.
That is that actress's niece.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, that's her niece. And we see grandpa, who's fucking Christopher Knight, aka Peter Brady.
Peter Brady.
Yeah.
With an adorable little hat that he rocked.
That? Yeah, you have 17 of those hats. She liked it because she owns it.
He borrowed my hat.
Real fun fact.
We have the same size head. So yeah, and a cute little nod that I liked was that somehow the letter had survived. That she left.
Yeah, that she ripped up, and then it somehow,
because it had been taped back together, and it was super old, and it was the only thing decorating this janky ass ship. Who was the captain?
So it was. I was wrong. It was not the captain from the Love Boat. It was the doctor from the Love Boat, Bernie Capel, and he is still alive. But the guy that actually played the captain of the Love Boat, he actually died a couple weeks ago.
Oh no! So sorry, Mr. Bernie. We
We are delighted. We are delighted that you are still with us.
Yes,
I'm very, very sorry. I was in the Love Boat since I was a kid. I'm sorry.
It's no fault of your own.
Love Boat. That was the show growing up.
I don't know it. You had such adoration in your eyes and voice when this man came on screen. You were like, "Oh, God!" Yeah. And I was like, "There's an old man. Get him, sharks." No, he seemed really sweet. And so I guess the way this all went down in the past is they were on this boat fishing with several people. It wasn't just Nora or Nova and her granddad. And they hit the barrier reef and it causes the boat to sink.
Mhm.
Now, how she survived back in the day, I don't fucking
We
know.
don't.
They
I don't
were
think we
way out
ever.
there.
Yeah. So Finn, April, and Sky, they paid their $20, and because Sky's got that cash money hose, like she was like, boom, got it, girl. They pay, they get on, and then
But didn't it have the face of that dude?
oh, it had Judah Friedlander's face as like, yes,
I like that.
yes,
I like that.
Looking like Washington, but clearly it was him. And then they go out to the reef. You see this like swarm of sharks behind the boat. It's just stupid.
And then eventually everyone falls off the boat. The robot, Tara robot head falls
gone
to the bottom of the ocean.
Like it's fucking hard to see.
Regular Tara,
she gets
Reid,
eaten,
and Nova fall together there. Now, this is the only time in the Sharknado series that I've seen sharks in the water being like sharks.
Yes.
Except for this one adorable shark that was like...
It looked like a toddler learning how to swim. Little head above water, like, oh man.
It was like mad at Finn, like, Finn, get over here.
Yes.
So yes, Finn and Sky
are pretty much
the last ones standing.
Yeah, which I don't even know how little Nova survives. Or if she does it, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Like the boat starts to sink, like, and
everyone's dead. Captain, old man Brady.
They need to go fast, as Ricky Bobby would say. and
how do they do that?
They decide they are going to throw like a line out. One of the sharks is going to get it, and then the shark is going to pull them into the next time jump.
Do you know like how a speedboat might pull a skier or a person on a tube?
Uh-huh.
So the shark was the speedboat and they held on, and these graphics
we cackled
hard. Oh, but now I'm coming to see that I think we've been cackling the whole time.
Yeah.
I've let out quite a few cackles. And that's going to take us to our next one. And we're calling this one The Last One.
Finn and Sky arrive in a futuristic world where there are flying metal sharks and all the Tara Reids.
This world, okay, so how this happened. Apparently, the Tara Reid decapitated head, laser eye head.
She was scooped up in a fisherman's net.
She got real bitter.
After laying there on the bottom of the ocean floor for years and years and years.
Right. That Finn did not come back to her rescue.
Uh-huh.
And so she takes over the world and has the ability to create anything. So she creates a shitload of robotic Tara Reids, and then her own family and friends in robot form.
Or some of them are holograms, maybe?
Yeah, it was real confusing. And she's like, hey, Finn, I've been waiting for you. She comes down in that fabulous...
she has that badass crown. We loved her crown.
You know what she channeled to me there? What was that?
Like Ice Queen, like...
Yes. Very wardrobe, Lion the King in the wardrobe.
Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe?
That's the one.
Or the Tilda Swinton version?
Yes. Or even the super bad dude from Return of the King when they go and have the final battle and he comes out and he's like...
Oh, yeah, the guy. Uh-huh.
The negotiator.
The ring wraith. Mm-hmm. Like the king, like the king of the ring wraith. And she's like, I am no man.
Yes! Badass. Oh, now that's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
And so she tells Finn, you know, you fucked up. Now you get to stay with me and forever in my world.
Maybe we'll play the clip and then we'll talk about...
A little further?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll delve
I
deeper
like it.
into it.
That's awesome. He's like the best actor in this whole series. Mm-hmm. It's the guy.
Oh
Who
my
is
god,
that?
it's the guy from the Love Boat. It's the
Oh, I
guy that
never
was the
saw
captain.
that.
He just died recently,
Did
actually.
he?
Yeah,
He
like
looks very old there.
the Love Boat.
I know of it, but I've never actually seen it. He's having a ball.
He's like,
It's like- Are they all high?
I think so. Everybody's so fucked up.
I don't buy this. He's trying to act like the martyr, but fuck that.
He looks pretty good.
For of most of the people we've seen around his age from his fame, yeah.
And even if he has had work, it's not been
He's
like
definitely had work, but it's been
not like Tara Reid work.
No, it's been love his hat.
That's
Her letter, right?
yeah. So how they can get back to shore? Like, what,
It's fine. And how does she not die?
I don't be. Oh, the sharks are after him. Thank goodness that. Uh-oh.
No good.
Like a drone shot.
That's the first like legitimate shark shot of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's in the water acting like a shark.
Doing sharky things.
Okay, now we jumped it.
Well-
Wow. Seems like a huge raft. What is that?
Me keeping my head above water, like.
That's definitely me in shark form. Guys? Got him.
Oh shit.
The timeline had to fix itself. Oh! Uh-oh.
I like the.
The lower half of her body will be gone, though. Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
She almost a foot.
I did not see that coming.
Me either. Now he can finally be with Vivica.
Yeah, that's true.
Before,
Open
like-
up.
Creepy.
It's so creepy. Wow, he kicked that shark. Wow, that shark's going so fast. Wow.
Drea.
Wow. Oh, now they're back to the apocalypse? It's been quite a day for Sky.
Yeah. She was in the Wild West. You think?
What gave it away, Sky? Oh, that's it? They know a lot about time travel. Metal flying sharks?
That looking like futuristic, like 5-0.
Wow,
like.
it's really easy to kill it, though. Oh, it's a bunch of hers?
Yeah.
And those little caps, like shark caps. I feel like I've taken acid.
Planet of the Aprils, she said.
Yikes. Run.
Oh my god. He says about a Deadpool movie?
He said, what Deadpool movie we're on?
Mhm.
Queen. Is it just the head?
Yep, it's gonna be. Oh my god.
What the fuck is happening?
I like that crown though,
I
I'm not
do
gonna lie.
too. I do too. It's
Why-
the last April. I'm not sure how she survived the last shark attack.
What has she done to you, April?
She Han Solo'd that bitch.
Why are you doing this?
Your DNA.
What?
Every clean as it can.
She looks crazy.
Real crazy. Listen to April.
One eye's like,
Exactly.
Wow.
this. Lightweight division, like.
It's like that fight last night, fucking Mayweather versus Logan Paul.
Please tell me Mayweather, like, fucking killed him.
It was not a slaughter. He didn't KO him either.
But Mayweather won.
There was not technically a win in that. It's an exhibition fight, so there's no winner. Oh, man. Man, sees. Lots of stuff going on here. Most of it I don't care for, but important to the story.
Yes. So, Finn says, what Deadpool are we on? And you and I were...
get that.
Well, in the second Deadpool movie, which when I read this, I was like, click, got it. In the second Deadpool movie, when Cable comes from the future,
Mhm.
it says I'm Cable from the future, the first thing that Deadpool asks him is, what Sharknado are we on?
Hilarious.
And
That's
as a nod to
awesome.
that-
No, I like it. Hell yeah.
That's why, and you know, it was really funny. I was reading some other, I don't remember what website it was, but they were like, oh, that was so stupid. There's only 2 Deadpools. Why would they even ask that? And I'm like, if you had done a modicum of research,
It would have become clear.
yeah. And then you would have a list of 13 as opposed to 14. You dumbass.
So does Vivica die here?
It's kind of up in the air because, I mean, she
Because only Finn
gets
goes back.
carbonated.
That's right. She gets the
Yeah.
carbonite. Right.
So I guess technically no,
Right.
but
Good call. But then right after this is when Finn goes back to the actual scene, the very first opening scene of the very first Sharknado.
yes. Which you recalled, I did not.
Yeah. It's because I had those
Yeah,
fresh
you just- yeah.
viewings. Now you could tell it was the same actors a
Mhm.
few years later. I like that. They recreated the scene, so that was fun. But so this captain is weird and he's got all these weapons, and then the Sharknado comes, and then Finn's like, I don't know, he's got to destroy it.
I mean, that's what he
Things
does.
start
This is
falling
MO.
apart
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, I kind of got lost there at the end a little
felt
bit.
a little
like,
lost because then they have the big fight at the end, which is basically they're in a Sharknado and
Yeah,
they're
because
swirling about. Stuff's happening. All
he
of the
thinks
past
his
and the
son's-
future comes together.
he thinks his son, he thinks Gil's on board, and then that Semper, whatever, it's
that motto that
yeah.
they keep saying.
he says it wrong, and Finn's like, oh, it's this. He's like, bull, I forgot. Turns out it's Tara Reid from the future, and she's trying to, but he is somehow, old boy on the ship has pulled up Tara Reid's head. He's
That's
pulled
right,
up the
in the net.
head. And then she's like, I gotta be plugged in.
Oh my God.
How they plug her in, what they plug her into, I don't know. It's like, plug me in. And he's like, got it, on
Yes,
it.
because she's lasering and she runs out of power. She's like, "Oh, I need to."
Yeah,
I
got
need
that weak
more
ass
power."
laser. Got the weak ass laser, son.
Because the thing
Barely
that
scanned something at
made me
Target.
roll my eyes so hard in the scene before in the future, she was explaining how this all happened, and she was like, "I waited down there for 10,000 years, or until I got scooped up." She was like, "It took 10,000 years to forgive you, and 10,000 years to make this new world." And I was like, "Oh, kill me now!"
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Not as bad as when she said, but yeah, it was pretty. And then you don't hear this, but again, this bitch baby talks. You know what, Tara? I don't have a problem calling you out on the baby talking. Just like Megan Fox in fucking Passion Play. Stop with your baby talking nonsense. Enunciate, bitch.
Oh man.
That's all I have to say about that.
And that's going to take us to our next one. And we're calling this one The Last One. And let's just play that one now and see what happens.
All right. I like 7 glasses of wine. Let's try it out.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Oh, it's fucking what's her butt?
What is up with, like, they just don't give a shit
About anything.
how is he supposed to get,
Ah.
like,
Did she not? She knocked it over like a
playing
fucking-
soccer with her face? It's gonna eat her head. And he's standing there. What is happening?
Wow.
Girl, he don't want you. Is that Eartha Kitt?
Wow. Amazingly bad. I feel like I'm in a fever dream.
Yeah. Of course you do. Oh shit! That sink just got his ass.
It's just flipped him hard. Cleopatra's like,
I'm fabulous.
If you activate it in the heart of the storm, it will self-destruct everything. It will either over time or destroy the universe.
One of the two.
oh man, this final scene in the heart of the Sharknado is
It is the epitome of ridiculous.
wow, it was terrible and hilarious and awful and good and just puzzling and it was everything literally. Like it brought all the people from the past and the future and at some point decapitated Tara Reid ends up in a shark's mouth
Where he's just got his mouth hanging open, letting her talk.
and
Like letting her do her
and-
thing.
and
He's not
do
trying
stuff.
to chew.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like
and
he's become a symbiotic.
yeah, they're
They're pals.
yelling with like future Tara Reid and they, and everybody's
right.
screaming and everybody can still
Fighting.
hear each other pretty well, which is pretty convenient.
Very convenient.
So let's talk about the people that are floating around about them.
Yes, what's happening?
Because
here?
it is a tornado of general historical figures.
Super general. Yes, I felt
Um,
like there was some Muhammad Ali boxers in there.
I think so. Hitler was in there.
Yes, there was a
Um,
Hitler.
Now, at one point, we see this woman who is clearly supposed to be Cleopatra. I
Oh,
say,
with the wings.
isn't that Eartha Kitt? Eartha Kitt died in 2008. I don't know what, but it kind of
So
looks
definitely
like
not her.
it was LaToya Jackson. Who's
Great.
had enough plastic surgery, she kind of looks like Eartha Kitt now.
Mm-hmm.
We had James Hong playing Confucius.
James Hong from Shebang? No, I'm thinking of
James Hong.
Gotcha.
Different.
Different.
He was in The Big Trouble in Little China. Now there was a Viking in there, and I don't know if you caught him or not.
I don't recall.
That was played by Kato Kalin
wow.
of
Yes.
yep.
OJ fame.
Yep. They're all, and then she as Tara's screaming from the shark's open mouth, she says either it's gonna reset the timeline and everything's fine, or it's gonna blow up the universe.
And you were like,
One of the two. And he's all like, it's like, choose wisely. Like, it's-
you're right. The shit gets all wonky because Bad Tara Reid and Finn are struggling over the capacitor
Mhm.
and it's shorting out. So I guess they let that go. That doesn't become relevant anymore. And as they're swirling around and they figure shit out, which I don't know what they figured out. Do they blow something up?
I guess like I don't know if him kissing her that blew shit up.
Oh,
I
let's
don't.
talk about the kiss. One of the most magical kisses.
Yeah,
I've never
did.
felt such romance in the air.
Yeah,
Passion, electrifying.
as historical figures swirl about around you, and you stick your head into a shark's
Inside a
mouth
shark's open mouth
to kiss a
make
robot
out
head
with the
that had
robot.
Christina Aguilera from the early 2000s hair.
That was a great joke.
Dirty. I mean, it's the dirty era hair. Like it's
Genie in
true.
a bottle.
A little bit. It's when she came out when she had Method Man on her albums finally. She's got a beautiful voice. I can't.
She really does.
She
She's
does.
quite talented. I'm just jelly. Yeah. So I don't know how, but they fucking fix it. Everything goes back.
It goes back to them being at the restaurant, Finn. And
this is
everybody's
6 years
there.
later. None of the Sharknado stuff has happened.
Right. It's, you have got Bo Derek is there, Gary Busey. They even somehow managed to put a clip of John Hurd, who was deceased by the time this movie was made.
I didn't even notice.
He was like, the old, like the bar regular or whatever.
He had died, the one with the stool?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I didn't know
he
that.
passed away. Yeah.
They did that really well then.
They had him, and he's handing over the keys to Mark McGrath, his brother-in-law, whatever he was, something to run it, and they're moving out to the Midwest, and then she's preggo with Gil, way too old to be preggo, like
Gil.
she's got a geriatric uterus. I mean, I have one too. Again, not hating her. I'm just saying that's
Same boat.
Yeah. And then he delivers a speech, and then Noah's like, "Thank you for giving me money for college." And it's like, were you boning her or no? Did that never
Not
happen?
in this timeline. Supposedly,
because I get it if you were.
Nova's not unattractive.
No, she is.
And
Definitely.
I kind of liked her badass attitude throughout most of these. She was less dumb than some of the other people.
Yeah, I didn't like. We didn't talk about this when they're in the King Arthur Times, and she's like, "What's in the bag?" Like she's fucking in. What is that movie with Brad Pitt and Morgan?
What's in the box?
Yeah, it was in the box, and like she pretty much kicks the Tara Reid head
bag,
out. Yeah,
and the bag, and then the head goes floating
over to Tara. So it's a real Tara Reid, and she's like,
I'm the real Tara Reid.
Yeah, and then the head shocks her, which is hilarious. So yeah, so everything, happily ever after. But then Tara Reid goes into labor, and then everybody's like, we all have to go to the hospital right now. So and the kids are there, and then the last word goes to Al Roker, who was on the screen saying that it is a sunny, balmy 78 degrees,
not a cloud in the sky
throughout the U.S. This will probably never happen again.
And I thought it was hilarious how the Today Show was such a big part of this franchise. They were in every movie, starting with the second one. They cameoed every time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we had one less person cameo this last one.
Because Matt Lauer got in trouble.
Mr. Lauer, where in the world?
It's Matt Lauer.
In jail.
Is he?
No.
Oh.
He totally got away with it and got a huge paycheck. So that's how it works. But we have come to Elfine.
Which I loved. At the very end of the movie, they put Finn, and I am
that
a big
was
fan.
cute.
Yeah.
And then they do it in special little lettering.
Yeah, like little pretty flowery
and there was
script.
like a fin as part of the F. It was shaped like a fin.
Oh, okay. I guess honestly, I kind of missed that. Yeah, but now
it with my eye. So let's go on to our live watch final thoughts.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I see what they did there. I had my mouth wide open for the last 5 minutes of that movie.
I think that was me the entire movie because I couldn't believe what I was actually saying.
Wow, they really went for it. That was...
That happened.
I think anyone can write a movie about anything. You don't have to be good.
No.
You just put some shit on a piece of paper. Other people say it out loud. You turn the camera on.
Yeah.
Fin.
Boom.
Oh boy, Snowy. We're gonna have a time with this one.
This
I
is going to
think.
be a really fun recap.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I definitely am going to have to watch this again because I don't know what
So
just
much
happened.
going on.
Yeah, there was just so much.
It was
and, like,
nonstop.
yeah.
Something. Things.
Not something for everyone, but there was definitely
People in places. I would be hard pressed to say not for every. There has to be something for everyone in this. They covered every possible angle. Do you like westerns? Do you like robots? Do you like dinosaurs?
Are you a history buff?
Are you into history? Do you love a a robotic woman's head
In a
inside
shark's
a
mouth?
shark's mouth?
Because guess what, girl? We got it.
And are you interested in making out with that head? Because guess what? We got that too. We got it all, folks. Do you really think it'll be the last Sharknado? They really tied it up as if it will
has
be.
to be.
I'd be
It's-
really glad if it was.
I don't think
if
they
they
need to
fuck
do
with
anymore.
it anymore, then it'll lose the very last of its.
Yeah, 'cause it
There
came pretty
wasn't
close.
a lot of flavor left in this franchise. They really they sucked the marrow out of it.
But yeah, I think it was a fun way to end the franchise,
Yeah,
and
I would say so.
I appreciate the fact that they never took themselves too seriously.
Or seriously at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Same. Okay, so I have 3 things to talk about real quick.
Let's do it.
One, in the very final, like in that final crazy cyclone of weird history shark mouth scene,
Yes. I know
Um,
the one you mean.
before Finn kisses her, he says it's time for a reboot. Some people think that that is alluding to them rebooting the franchise with a different cast.
No, I wouldn't like them to do that.
it's gonna make them money.
Hollywood, call me first.
Yeah.
I'll let
Duh.
you know.
Also, in the movie Leprechaun's Revenge,
Okay,
which is in the Leprechaun franchise,
sure.
there is mention of a Sharknado hitting a nearby town.
Interesting.
Um,
They both of these inhabit the same world?
so that's apparently like was the beginning of this early thought process of a Shark Tale, which they were actually initially going to call Dark Skies.
Hold the phone. Sharknado, the concept comes from this one line from Leprechaun?
That's where things got a stirring.
Wow. That's fun.
Yes. But can you imagine the two worlds colliding?
I do want to imagine that.
Oh, yeah, I
really
100%
do.
want to imagine
I
that.
want to see that movie.
At the end, will there be a rainbow? Like, well, oh my god. Now, if you were to put the Sharknado franchise, compare it to other well-known shark films, is there anything that you can think of from the top of your head?
Compare it to
Like,
any other.
like, would you put it in the same league as certain well-known shark movies? Would you?
I don't think so. I feel like it stands on its own.
Well, Ian Ziering, this is a quote from him
Okay.
about the opening of Sharknado, the initial Sharknado, versus the opening scene in Jaws. All right? Okay. I mean, the opening scene from Sharknado, I think, was better than the original Jaws movie. It was scarier, it was bloodier, and it had more high anxiety moments than the original Jaws movie.
What?
How
Oh
dare
my
you,
God.
you arrogant prick.
Ian.
Steve Sanders, that's a no from me.
Poor form. Hard pass.
Like, the balls on this fucker.
Wow. Them some big balls. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
he's completely wrong.
Yeah, that's not real life.
Nice try. But
Yeah, that's adorable. Like,
so sweet.
I wanna boop.
It's that little cheek cheek.
Yeah, it's I'm embarrassed for you.
Wow. But what an adventure, Snowy. We've got one last thing to do here.
We gotta
Real talk.
our head kept bobbing and wiggling and going. And
We've said a lot about this.
We
I don't
have.
know that I have much more to contribute here in Real Talk.
This movie made zero fucking sense.
I had a lot of fun with it.
It was fun.
I had a really fun live watch. I've had an incredible recap.
This recap's been really good.
One thing that I didn't really talk much about was how asinine the level of shark power, yet easy to conquer.
Mhm.
They were both incredibly powerful and could do things that no other sharks can.
No, absolutely not.
But we're also able to be defeated by a simple kick or a boop with a stick. Like it was like
I applaud this movie and the franchise itself for constantly having this myriad of guest appearances.
yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like, and even if they're, I think particularly for our age range, maybe even older than us, because that's what tends to be a lot of
the demographic here.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's been fun to see these people because it's like, oh my God, it's so and so. And people that not necessarily, I feel like a lot of the youth.
Would even recognize.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that for me is very, very fun.
Yes, I think as a whole, it's a great series for what it is.
Hmm.
It doesn't take itself seriously. It is having a lot of fun. I mean, it seems like that first one was just thrown together in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
exactly
they
what it
had a
was.
little bit more time for some of the others, but they varied for me up and down on my level of liking them. But really glad we covered it here, and
So glad.
I am now ready to put the Sharknado series to bed.
Okay.
Even if and when those reboots come out, I don't think I'm interested. I think
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm satiated. You got anything else you want to throw in here?
Not particularly. I think, it's been a fun series. Like I'm glad they decided to finally call it quits.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did it with the humor that they did. Yeah, let's just say adieu.
Let's. But before we do that, let's give this guy a quick little rating. Would you like to go first?
I'm going to give Sharknado. I'm gonna give it 2.5.
Now, that is something because that's exactly what I'm giving it.
Which means
That means when you add 2.5 to 2.5 that you are going to get 5.0.
you're right, but no, don't you write that down, because the median, what we're going for, is a 2.5.
Son of a bitch, I was really confident. I thought I had it. I was like, I'm going to surprise her this time.
Does not get this.
You're right.
You added them real good.
Halfway there. All right. So the real fun times rating is 2.5. 2.5 reels.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right. So what's going on next week?
We are watching the movie Bait.
I'm excited about sharing this with you.
I'm excited I was talking about this at work today, actually, and I'm very excited to check this movie out. So
Yeah. Looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun time. So join us next week. Until then, we'd love to hear from you.
yeah, check us out on the social medias.
Instagram, that's Facebook,
Mhm.
that's
Website,
website.
realfuntimespod.com.
And you can listen at all the places you normally listen to.
Yeah.
Your Spotify's, your Pandora's, your
Yeah.
YouTube's, all the stuff.
Share us with a friend.
Yes, rate, like, review, and you gotta.
Respond. Like, just like say stuff. Be like, I think this. I watched this movie. I haven't watched this movie. I don't give a fuck about this movie.
Here's my opinions
Yeah.
about your opinions.
And I might be like, that's great. I might tell you to go fuck yourself. You never know.
You never know.
I control social medias. You never know.
I'm not the boss of social medias. And you got to tell somebody. And you know what? I'm going to say tell your local therapist. Tell them all about how much fun you had with Real Fun Times. They're
We may get shut down.
tastefully inappropriate. Oh man, I've had a blast and a half, and I cannot wait for next week. What a great start to our Shark Week month.
Yes, it's been
Got
quite a time.
3 more to go. Nope.
2 more to go.
2 more to go. Man, my math real bad. Should I go back to school?
No.
Thank God for calculators. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to Real Fun Times, your favorite movie podcast.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Fun Times. REELFUNTIMES. Real Fun Times is produced by Drea Age, Rose Age, and Noelle Phelps. The thoughts and opinions expressed herein are solely those of the individual hosts, nobody else's. No one's.
Real Fun Times is not affiliated with or connected to any of the motion pictures, music, or other clips played within this podcast. All movie clips and music included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respective copyright holders. They're included here for review purposes, and absolutely no infringement is intended.
And lastly, a tip of the hat and a sincere thank you to our friend, Autopsy Summer Camp, for our rad outro music. To hear more of his offerings and collaborations, check him out on Instagram at Autopsy Summer Camp. Wiki wow wow, wiki wow.
Ooh, talk about a bomb. We could put that on this podcast.
We could.
And I haven't seen it since it came out. Ooh, let's do it.
We should. Okay. We gotta write that down because neither one of us will. I drink too much. She smokes too much. We're not gonna remember. Oh, you gonna write it down, buddy? Nice. Got it.
Good for something.
That green pen went into action.